Hi guys, my name is Lauren. I am the Novel Lush and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so this is the fourth video in my little Houses of Hogwarts mini-series in which I have been sorting characters into Hogwarts houses. And today, being the fourth and the last house left, I am sorting characters into House Gryffindor. House Gryffindor values courage, bravery, and determination, so let's just get right into it and show you the characters who I think would have been sorted into Gryffindor had they gone to Hogwarts. First up is Luba from Intrigue Me. Intrigue Me is a Beauty and the Beast retelling by Grace Draven, and it is my favorite Grace Draven book and one of my favorite retellings, and y'all know that I am a damn fool for retellings. It subverts the tropes in the book in some pretty cool and interesting ways. They weren't fails for me, they were pretty unique and I like them. It wasn't big major things, but it was enough to make me go, hey, haven't seen that one before. So in this one, Luba is not our Belle character, our traditional Belle character. In this one, the Belle character is actually Luba's younger sister. The younger sister, who is the pretty one. She's bright, dainty, cheery, traditionally gorgeous, and she runs off with some new guy, wealthy guy that's passing through the village. Luba's like, nah bitch, we not having this, and she follows her younger sister and finds that her new boyfriend, husband, fiance, whatever the hell he is, and his dad are a little damn weird. Now, Luba being the older one, she is what they call in that, or what they would have called back then, a spinster, and largely in part is because she ain't got time for nobody's shit. Like, this woman is very much like a hardtack kind of, but not in a bad way. I love her. Maybe it's because I am kind of the same way. So, in the face of all this like malevolent magic and darkness and just weird shit and these equally weird men of this castle, Luba is not getting scared away. Her sister's like low-key kind of a dope and too silly to leave, and she's not going to leave her sister there no matter what crazy shit happens and no matter how much the magic of the house and the people of the house, the castle, excuse me, try to scare her away. I don't want to tell you any more than that because I don't want to spoil it as much as you can be spoiled for retelling or essentially no, but like I said, it doesn't follow the traditional course. Like, the characters which you think will fall into the same roles are in different roles, if that makes any sense. The characters are not what you think they're going to be going into a Beauty and the Beast retelling. And, Luba, being the older, like, spinster of the two sisters, has very little time for people's bullshit, and I am so in love with that. Like, I love a smart-ass, take-no-shit character, and Luba is very that. Now, she went to this castle in the face of all this magic, these creatures, and all this other crazy shit, and she would not be scared away, which is why I think that she would have been sorted into House Gryffindor, because where other people would have ran and been like, nah, bruh, I ain't got time for that, she had to look out for her sister. She was determined to look out for her sister. So that meant it didn't matter how scared she was going to park her ass right there and do what she needed to do. It's not upside down. So far, it's going better than my last video did. Next up, I have Written and Read by Anne Bishop. Now, the character that I pulled from this book that I think would go into House Gryffindor is Meg, the main character. Meg is a Cassandra Sang, meaning she is a blood prophet, and people cut her skin, or if her skin is cut, if she bleeds, she sees prophecies of the future. So Meg was kind of kept in this camp-like, this facility for girls, and these girls, these other blood prophets, are supposed to be there for their safety, when actually the reason they're there is for the profit of the people who've kept them. They lied to these people, they lied to their parents and told them, you know, they'll be safe here. It's to keep them from getting addicted to harming themselves, because they feel like the sense of euphoria when they see the prophecy and their skin is cut, and it's for their protection so they don't, you know, harm themselves irrevocably. That is all a lie, however. So Meg is the first to escape from this facility, and she comes upon the courtyard in Lakeside, I think, that is run by the others. The others being filled with all kind of shifters and vampires and really, like, fucking scary creatures. This is not your typical paranormal setting of today. It's kind of a throwback to when you read vampire books and there was nothing romantic about the vampire books, like they would fucking eat you. But then later on it kind of turns into that, like, they aren't necessarily romanticized, but they, all of these like scary creatures that do eat humans when they get pissed off, kind of like huddle up around Meg and protect her, because she is, through her actions, has proven herself to be one of them. Now, one of the reasons I think Meg deserved to be in Gryffindor is because Meg has been in this facility for as long as she can remember. It's all she knows. She's never been on the outside. Not only that, but she has never been surrounded by vampires, by werewolves, by testy people, except for the people who hurt her in the facility. She's never had to interact with people without a handler, more or less. She's never seen some of the things that she knows of only through pictures and flashcards and things like that. So she is completely just like a baby on her own out in the wild. But instead of letting that, you know, make her give up or thinking she would be better off in this place, she's like, no, I still know that where I was wrong. So even if I have to start over completely from scratch, even if I know nothing, even if all I have for backup is these creatures who will like kill me if I misstep, I'm just gonna have to not misstep. I've got no choice but to learn. Like, she is very determined, and I love that about her. Like, she openly admits when she's frightened, but bravery is like doing those things despite being frightened. It's not that she's not scared or she's like dumb enough to do it anyway. It's that she acknowledges like, hey, you know, this is scary, this is frightening, but I also like, I need to do it. So let's just like get myself together and let's go forth and fucking do it. Meg is like super sweet and I really like her. She's not my typical hard ass type of urban fantasy heroine, but I still really like her. So if you like urban fantasy, this is a series. I think it's only 5 books and then there's a spin-off series. You should definitely check out Written in Red. These are some testy paranormal creatures in this book, okay? Testy. Next up, I have another Beauty and the Beast retelling. This is Cruel Beauty by Rosamund Hodge. The character from this one is, again, the main character. Her name in this one, however, is Nyx. This world is kind of Greek or Roman inspired, at least is what I got from it. It has this really cool kind of almost steampunk-ish magic system. It's not steampunk at all. It just looks like the magic that has a hint of like science and technology to it. And it has this college of people, or this collection of people, this order of people that has like an Illuminati feel who practices the magic, but the magic it does have this very unique take on it, this sense of like of science and alchemy instead of just like poof, hey look, a thing happened. You have to be very exact in what you're doing. Anyway, in this one, Nyx, who is our Belle character, has known from birth essentially that she was going to be given to this beast as part of this festival. Much in the way that in Uprooted, the character knew that they, or thought that they knew someone in the village, rather, was going to get sent off with this dragon being. In this one, she knows that she's going to be married off to this character as part of this beast, as part of this festival, and she's just very much not having it. Like, this bitch is like, nah, motherfucker, I'm not gonna make this easy on you. So her family kind of treats her funny, obviously, because they essentially know what role she's going to play. And she, instead of going, I kind of understand it, as I've seen other book characters do, she resents it, and she doesn't hide the fact that she resents it. And she's very much like, man, fuck you, this is y'all's fault, I'm in this situation. Which is probably why I like her, because I'm a bit of a testy asshole myself. But she had already made up her mind, like, instead of just going weekly, bittingly doing what they want her to do, she's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, motherfucker. As soon as we get here, bitches, you and me, it's on, I'm gonna fuck you up. She's not giving up without a fight, which is why I love her. The brass balls on this woman. She's very determined to get her way. She's brave in her actions and not letting herself be cowed by the situation, essentially knowing she's gonna die. She turns all of that around. It's like, I might, but bitch, you first. So that's why I like this book. A lot of people didn't like it. I don't know why. I fucking love this book. I love it. Next up, I went with Kel from A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. So Kel is another character who kind of like fell into this quest, this mission, whereas he was just minding his own business. His situation wasn't the best, but now he's in a position where he has this dangerous artifact, this thing, this, was it like a rock, a stone, or something, he's got to take to a different London. This darker London, this London where he could very well, like, bad things could happen to him just by him even, like, messing with that shit. But it can't stay where he is. He needs to get rid of it. Kel, even though I didn't much like him as a character because he felt kind of flat, he definitely was very brave and determined, very cunning, very determined to do what needed to be done, no matter how it affected him, no matter what else was going on around him. He was, again, I say a little flat for me, but all the other characters I really like, and I still haven't finished the series, so I've heard it gets better the characterization gets better. This is very much a book for me, and whereas the setting, the world building, the plot, everything was amazing, but it's just the main character was just a little That does not, however, change the fact that Kel was very brave in doing what needed to be done, despite the effect that it was going to have on him, his loved one, his relationships. He's just like, man, I gotta do it. Well, this sucks. Okay, I can't let this cow me. Let's go. Lastly, I have Shahrazad from The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh. I have loved this book since the second it touched my little fingers. It is a retelling of Shahrazad's story from 1001 Nights, in which this king is killing people, killing his brides, actually not just people, he's killing his brides every morning at dawn, and Shahrazad puts herself in a position to be the next bride because the one immediately before her was her best friend. So she sets herself into this dangerous position, knowing that very well if she fails her mission, she could die. And she has a lot of trepidation about doing what she's going to do, but at the same time, she also knows that is not going to stop her. We see her several times in this book. Before she found out the real reason behind why the king was doing what he was doing, she would do things knowing this could cause me to fail the mission, this could cause me to die before I'm ready, this could cause me to die in general. But doing nothing will definitely cause me to die, and I need to live. I need to get revenge. I need to do what I have to do. So maybe not, if you look at it from the standpoint of that, like, she's brave because she's doing what she needs to do to get revenge, not so lovely a trait. But when you look at it from the fact that she is doing this to, like, stop a king from further killing young women every morning, then definitely that. Shahrazad is also a ball buster of a character. I don't know why all of these books had red on them and it's Gryffindor. I did not do that on purpose, but I just noticed that looking at the viewfinder. Nevertheless, she is very much a ball buster of a character, and then watching her romance with the murderous boy king was just super, super sweet to me. I love this book so much. I've read it like twice or 3 times already and just fucking love it. Flame in the Mist, not so much. This one, I fucking love. So that is it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Oh god, now I'm done with this. I don't know what to film for the rest of this. I am going to go back to the other video where you guys gave me suggestions and see what else out of them I can film, because I still have like 15 or 16 days or some shit like that. Lord almighty. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. What are some characters that you wouldn't think initially would be in Gryffindor, but like as you contemplate it, you're like, you know what? This is probably a Gryffindor character. Leave me comments down in the description box. Down in the comments, not description box. Lord Jesus. Alright, that is it for this video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you later. Bye.